Oh, hello everybody. I hope everybody's weekend real well. As you can tell, it's a tad bit wet out here. We'd be over burning some of them, oh gosh, the big old stick piles I've been working on, but I don't have any diesel. So I'm getting some today, and maybe tomorrow I can go burn some of those. So I thought, why not work on this? Oh, it's a heck of a mess in here. As you can tell, it looks about the same as it always looks. First, I kind of want to say, when it comes to this stuff I've been doing, I kind of pay attention to, let's say, the real modern stuff that's happening. But for me, in a small shop with grinders and, you know, real simple tools and simple means, I tend to really kind of look at the old stuff, like, you know, the beginning of blacksmithing or forging. Now, when you get up to like the 40s, 50s, you know, and stuff are there, it's real easy for most guys, I would say, with a will to get some of the parts that you can get, and it's easier for me to build anyway. When it comes to computer stuff, I'm not real savvy with that kind of stuff. As you can tell if you look at my home page, you know, it's not fancy, you know, that little banner thingy, because I don't know how the heck to do that. And it has like the little pictures, you know, or what the heck they call them, when you first, whatever they call them when you first kind of say, oh, what's that to look at? I don't really know how to make those look fancy. So, you know, I guess I'm just a simple guy, and I just tend to mainly just kind of read stuff, you know. As you can tell, I just kind of read different books, and you know, and that's just really kind of how it is, and majority of it's all older stuff. But so I'm not getting too far off track. I'm gonna be working on this here again today. I kind of built this, and you guys weren't available for that, but this, well, I guess I should have just left it up there. Kind of rests on that thing, you know, like so. And the air will be coming in from the top, and I made it just big enough that hopefully I can, you know, maybe cut this down a little bit to suck it down to fit some exhaust pipe or whatever. Now, I was going to take and make like a wood stove flapper, you know, so it'd go like, let's say like this, and be able to open up and so forth there. And my thoughts on that was, you know, I'd have to, let's say, notch this a little bit and then build something and notch it so that my flapper would be, I don't know if I must have picked it up. Wow, that's kind of weird. Something like this. I dug this out of my scrap pile, and I threaded this in there and was just going to take, let's say, this thing there and weld it on there. And I got some springs and stuff without so that I could create some tension. I could think, gosh, that's going to be really hard. Well, maybe not really hard, but a little bit. I've come up with maybe a better idea. I think what I'm going to do is, you know, roughly this sets, you know, right there or something. I don't know where it sets, more like right there, something like that. But the hole is going to be, if you can see that little scribe mark, that's going to be my hole. And I thought, what if I'm just going to use this as an example. This is going to be, I'm going to put this onto there like that. And then I got another one here. You know, that'll be welded, but I didn't make it to town this weekend, like I said, so I didn't get the pipe to make the burner and so forth. And the burner, let's say, is going to go on this, and that's kind of what this hole is, but I can't drill it because I don't know exactly what I am dealing with. And so I'll put two holes, you know, this one there, that one there. This one will get welded onto there, except on this piece. And then this one, let's say I just stick the exhaust pipe out just a tiny little bit, you know, just enough to kind of get it something, so when I put it up to here, it will fall in that hole and kind of lock itself into place. And then I kind of dug these out of the junk. I haven't decided which one I might want to use, but they're like little door locker dealies. You know, you kind of flip it. And I thought about, let's say, putting that on there and be able to slide the pipe up in there, clip it on both sides. That's kind of the idea. But going back onto this thing here, instead of making the flapper, I'll just use this as an example. I'll, let's say, take a piece of flat metal. I got a little bit to spare, and see, this one would almost work, the width of it. It just covers a whole little bit and a little bit, and line it up like so, and it'll be, you know, yay big. And then take, not this piece, but let's say do something like this. This is my practice thingy on how to, where I wanted to put the little welds on the thingy, but make something like this so that it would set like that. Let me get this where it really gets flat. It'll set something like that, and then this will be able to slide back and forth. See? So I have to cut, let's say, not this piece, but several of these, you know, one to lay down and then the other to lay over the top. And then, yeah, be able to just slide it out the side. This, hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Hopefully I can do that. I haven't done any measurements. You know, maybe I'll have to move this screw and move it up here or something. I don't know, but that's kind of my thought. If that's about this long, I don't know if it's about the same size as that, so I'd need it just a tad bit longer. But yeah, because it kind of lines up, it kind of just barely, so just a little bit longer. Let's see if that's however long that would be. It might make it, you know. If I'm going from there to there, I don't know if I'll ever need it wide open, but if I make it just long enough. But that's what I'm going to work on today. Cutting some strips out, and that's what I'm going to work on. I should have brought out my darn hat so I could kind of lay it out with you guys, but I didn't. And I should probably clean off this bench. If I clean it off, I can make this pile today. Make it all back to normal. But all right, guys, I'll get back to this, and then I'll show you what I got. I'll just, I don't know. I should go get my hat, huh? Anyway, I'll be back. I went ahead and put on a glove, so that one got hot, but turn around and clean these up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Like my fourth one there. Oh yeah, that's right here. They don't have to be perfect. I'll be back. Well, I got them cut up or cleaned up a little bit. They're soft on the edges. Probably will clean them up a little bit better before I go, but at least now they'll set nice. You know, should set nice. I got to figure out now. Basically, this is the outside of that box, so I have to, let's say, get that much off of it to fit these inside there. So if I went something like, you know, something like that, you know, just a little something. I don't have to be perfect. But my dilemma now is just trying to figure out how I'm gonna cut this darn hole. I don't really want to torch it because I'm afraid, you know, this isn't real thick stuff. You know, it's real thin, so I'm afraid it would wiggle around in there. It'd be cool to have, you know, some hole saws or something to do that, but I don't know. Seeing my pretend this is the cutoff wheel, I won't be able to, I'd have to, it just won't be real nice. I'll probably have to be stuck just trying to drill crap load of little holes or something, or I don't know. Let me ponder on this. I'll probably take this off and go ahead and try to figure out how to get it apart, but that's what I'm gonna do now, guys, is take it apart. You know what would be cool? It'd be cool if I had what if I even had to, well, I don't have any, like a press. If I had a press, I need to make one, to be honest with you, but if I had a press and then made a, oh, I don't even know what the heck they call them. They punch little holes, but they'll round the edge over. That'd be really nice, because with this just being cut flat, you know, I'll probably back bevel the back edge of this piece. I know it isn't going to be much, but to, you know, be kind of a funnel, does that make sense? Or, you know, maybe it'll be on the front, you know, just kind of round it over to give the thing. There's another thing I've been pondering. I don't think I'm gonna do this because I'm kind of scared about it, but you know, and when they do these sometimes with fans, I mean, this has been, like I said, this is all old stuff, so you know, I'm sure they got better ways now, you know, or however, but they have what they would call, I don't know, remember what they call it, but I'll just call it a pre-mix and an after mix. I'm going to do the after mix, so you know, my burner will be in here like this, and then I'll just go ahead and put my gas inlet, you know, let's say right here, and it'll be an after mix. And they found it to be more efficient, and to, let's say I have this box on here like so, to, let's say, put my gas up here, and then as the fan's coming in, it sucks the gas and the air and pre-mixes it up in this fan area as it's shooting out, and so it mixes better, and they find it to be more efficient versus here, and it'd just have this little bit of tube to get mixed. And there again, it's not that it matters, but you know, I'd been debating on doing it this way, or doing what they call a premix. But I'm a little nervous about it, so I probably won't. I'll probably just do the after mix, and that's, like I said, that's not probably what they call it, but just because I'm kind of nervous that if my fan hits the side of this box at some point or something, let's say my bearing comes out of whack, or I bump it and it comes out of whack and it hits a spark inside here, it could ignite the fuel in here, and then I'd have my fire burning in here, and I don't know if it'd really explode, you know, because, you know, there'd be an opening here and opening. Plus, if I bring this over to my furnace, you know, it could possibly suck up a spark and bring it in and then ignite it, you know, in this box. So I'm kind of leaning away from that. I plan on making this airtight, but you know, maybe when I get this furnace done, maybe I can turn around and make another one of these and just cast it out of aluminum, and then I don't have to worry about the spark coming in the top, because you know, aluminum hitting aluminum, it'd cause some heat, but I don't believe it sparks at all when it hits. So maybe I'll do that, and then I'll make a premixer, make it so it premixes. But if you think about it, it makes a lot more sense that if it comes in here, and then right at this area is where it starts to mix, and then it has to go through the big flowway. So by the time it comes out here, it's super mixed together. And from here to, you know, let's just call this the burner, there's not much mix area. So inside the box or inside the furnace wouldn't be as good a mixture. So basically it wouldn't be, it's just not as efficient. But I'm still teetering on that. Maybe anybody paying attention, you know, give me your 2 cents on whether you think I'm just being a wussy, and you know, if you think that if I did it with a premix, let's say, you know, at the top of here, where do you think it would explode? I don't think it'd explode, because there'd be no pressure buildup. I mean, you know, it'd just be, I'd catch a fire in here, I believe, would be what would happen. But tell me what you think. There again, like I said, I might when I get this running, you know, make another one. Oh gosh, I don't remember all his numbers now off the top of my head, but there's a guy on YouTube that does castings, and his name's Steve, and it's like Steve 8 something. Gosh, I'm sorry, Steve, but if I use kind of like his idea, he you know, cuts these foam pieces, I could possibly, like I said, make this out of aluminum, and maybe even the fan too, you know, the little fan thing. Could probably make it out of aluminum and make the whole darn thing out of aluminum. Then it definitely couldn't spark, and then I don't have to worry about this area here. And if I give, let's say this say 2 foot, that would make, you know, I don't know what the run would be, because, you know, this furnace would be up here, you know, so the furnace would be, you know, roughly about where that finish box is, but up here, not quite where that paint is, but so there'd probably be a 2.5, 3 foot run. So maybe a spark would even die out before it got in there. Here, there's everybody's buddy Payne. Here's my buddy. Hadn't seen you all morning. You must be out sleeping or somewhere where it's nice and not rainy. But I'm gonna figure out how to cut this hole. I'm just yabbering. I don't know why I'm yabbering, but my buddy. Oh, but better give him some love. And like I said, I hadn't seen him all morning, and he come in to be a pain in the butt. So if I don't pet him, he'll be a pain in the butt, and if I pet him, he'll be a pain in the butt. So it's a I guess win-win for him. But yeah, sorry, rambling. Maybe I'll edit it out, maybe I won't, but anyway, I'll come back after I try to get that cut out. As I was sitting here waiting for the battery to charge on this thing, I went ahead and bent this little door thing up, you know, be roughly hanging out in there. And, you know, like I said, these things will be like that, you know, however it goes, as you guys can kind of see. And I just noticed something. I don't know what this is going to be like. I'll have to find out. There's where it stops, so it lands up against this back thing here to shut off the air. And when I pull this back, of course, my measurement brain did really excellent, you know, on this. I don't quite open up the entire hole, so I might have to, you know, maybe put a little notch or a little hole in here to get it to slide back even further. But I got to noticing I might have just wasted some of this. I mean, of course that one can go in there, but what I might have to do when I bring this out, I kind of notice I might get some, granted nothing's put down, so I mean, you know, if this is welded in there and that's welded in there, you know, I suppose I could clamp it to find out, but I still might get some of this movement. So I might have to take a, you know, like maybe that chunk there and cut a little tab or something and put out to here too, you know, to extend this out. Does that make sense? That's a problem I might have into where I might have to, you know, hopefully that'll be a big enough bend to, you know, slide it back and forth. But yeah, I might have to do that. I thought I'd show you that. I'm waiting on the, like I said, the drill bit. I'm gonna drill these out, just a bunch of those, and I'll take this bit here and stick it in there and drill it out till it about touches that, and that one should cut into that one, and this one, you know, so hopefully, and then not everybody will have one of these, but I've got a cone thing. It just slides on a grind, you know, spins on a grinder that I'm gonna, you know, waller that out with. I just thought I'd show you what I kind of up against. I'm not gonna cut this until I get it kind of placed in there to see, you know, but yeah, it won't quite, you know, won't quite open that up all the way. There again, like I said, I don't think I need to have that open all the way, but I'll probably just cut a little notch in there. You know, I'll just have to be careful that I don't get it out past this line so that this don't fall out. I want to, once I get this all together, I want that to be locked in so it can't come out. I don't know, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Here's another thing I'm going to use. I've got one of these weed burners I found in the trash, and I salvaged it. I got 2 of them, and I am going to use this. Hopefully that's enough. That'll be enough gas to let out of that, I would think. Wouldn't think I'd need to let out more, but, and I thought I took my torch hole thingy to figure out what it is, but it doesn't say. You know, it has a different number, and so I got to do some figuring. But I'm thinking I'll cut that out, and depending on that hole size, of course, you know, and then I can use it and weld it into my piece here. And then I'm not going to be able to use these because it's, you know, way too long, you know, and I don't have something to thread that like that. But, you know, be able to come in here like, you know, like so, you know, wherever this is, you know, come over to, I don't know, maybe right there by the air slider thingy, so I can open, you know, pull the air open a little bit. It'll be starting to blow. Turn that on, light it. Oh my gosh, you're such a pain in the butt, buddy. You know, but let me move you over here on this chair. Take you 5 seconds to get back up here, but I don't know. Hopefully that'll be a big enough hole. I guess I haven't done any calculations on what that hole is and what the volume I could spit out, but if it doesn't work, then just have to figure something else out, right? I mean, if anything, I guarantee that'd be a big enough hole. I mean, that's pretty big. So all I'd have to do is buy another one of these, if anything, you know, a bigger valve to open up, you know, I would think. I'm thinking it will be, but I'll do the, like I said, I'll do the measurements on there and see what kind of volume it'll be pushing through. Or just do it, and if it don't work, redo it. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm waiting for the thingy to charge up. Talk to you in a bit. Well, as far as I got with that battery, it don't get very far. Now I did, while I waited for the last battery to charge up, I went ahead and wrote down that I said it was Steve something, and it's well, I don't know, it's called Steve's RT8. There it is. Like I said, he does all kinds of different castings and does some really cool stuff. I'd encourage anybody that happens to is watching this that likes to see that kind of thing to check out his channel. I mean, he does some pretty nifty things. But anyway, I gotta wait for the battery to charge back up and, you know, proceed to drill out some more. Yeah, yeehaw. Well, after many minutes of waiting and so forth, I finally got it done. My battery's junk. I mean, what it does is it takes like 10-15 minutes to charge, and I get like a minute of drilling. So this last little bit of drilling, all I did was I plugged it in for a few minutes, drilled a hole, put it in for a few minutes, drilled a hole, and so forth. I got my little grinding stone put on here now, and now I'm just gonna clean it all up to that edge, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Wish me luck. Well, this went real well. Made just like a teeny tiny bit, and this darn thing broke on me. So I've been filing the whole darn thing. Real fun. I don't know. I highly doubt you guys want to see this, but this is what I haven't been enough to do. I'll get back after I did it all, though. Alright, I got that cut out now. Now, oops. I'm going to try to find the best two edges of this metal. If I make it to where you could see, I can't see, so that one's not too shabby. This one's not too shabby either. So these will be basically right there, but I want to take this and squeeze that in there. I think that'd give me just a teeny tiny, I don't know if that's too much or not. I bet if I just did it on one, That would maybe leave me enough. Maybe. You never know, I guess. Something like that, I think. Let me figure this out. Yeah, that'll work. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna put on my hood for this though, but must make sure this is in there where I want it. I better put down another clamp so that way it stays in there where I want it while I'm pushing it all down. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll get back to you after I get these tacked up, or maybe I'll just tack it all up and we'll just go with that, or not tack it. Well, I might tack. Nah, we'll see how it goes. I'll be back. All right, everybody, this is where I'm at. I'm basically somewhat at a standstill again. I'm gonna clean this all up now, but there's this. It slides in and out. I got maybe a little too much slop, maybe. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out, maybe. But since, oh gosh, this box here? I'll show you. I'll put this in here first. Now I had to notch the box also, but this, I don't know where it is. About right there. That's about where it goes. Is right there. There's all the way closed, and then of course all the way open. But as you can see, when I start getting out here, it gets a little floppy. So I'm gonna have to probably extend a couple of these to keep it from wanting to rock. Whoops. I don't know if you can see it. So I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably have to extend something out here to keep it from wanting to do this. But that's that right there. Like I said, I probably should have maybe not made it that loose, but I was afraid that I'd make it too tight and made it a little too loose. I don't know if as the fan's running, you know, it'll be sucking in from here and this thing will be turning, if it'll make any kind of suction. Once I start to open it up, I'm sure it'll create some sort of suction to want to hold this, but I won't do that like that. I'll do it more when I show you what I'm kind of getting at. Okay, that's somewhat where it's supposed to go. I'll do it better when I get there. But there's my little mark. So I get it all painted and so forth. I'll do it. I don't know if this one has a 3-inch hole. I think. Yep. There's a 3-inch hole because that hole's 3-inch. What I'll probably do is pretend line that. Here, I don't have to do that like that. Do it like this. I'm gonna line this up like so. Go like this. And obviously that's not perfect. But then, as you see, when I went to there, I marked it out here showing the edge of my hole. So this thing's shut. Now I know if I make this circle, you know, like scribe it, or you know, use the grinder, something. As I'm pulling out, I'll be able to say, oh, there's whatever opening of the circle is, you know. And let's say I'm going, oh, there's, I'm making this up, like I said, but there's where it melts aluminum real wet with my gas turned to here and my air turned to there. I'm using whatever I'm using. Then I can turn around and scribe a mark on my circle and be able to say, oh, okay, there's my kind of, you know, it might make a difference during the hot of the summer and the cold of the winter also, you know, that's would take into account. But it'd be just little adjustments. You know, I'd be able to just say, boom, there it is. Watch my flame, of course, and see if it looks like it's what it's supposed to be, you know. But, you know, maybe there would be copper. I don't know. But that's where I'm kind of mad. I don't know if I like it or not, but like I said, I'll probably have to make some more of these little guides so that it doesn't want to do this and something. But when I get this more in tune, like I can't weld this thing down yet because I need to make it so that, you know, that 3-4 inch, whatever I get for a piece of exhaust pipe, I'm gonna try to get something big. So I'll measure this. I don't even know what it doesn't matter, but I'll measure this so that, you know, I can go to the muffler store and get something that'll fit in there, you know, and then cone this over. And once I get that done, because it'd be harder on this to put it there, then I'll just put this thing up on there and then run a little tack or bead. Run a little bead, run a little bead, run a little bead, you know, so that this is on there somewhat permanent, because I shouldn't have to get back in it again. And then I'll end up running like RTV or something over it, you know, so the only place that'll be sucking air will be right here. This will be a leak, so to speak, you know, and I'll run RTV all along these so that no air can suck in here. Not that it really matters, but if I decide to, like I said, I'm still trying to decide whether I want to pre-mix this or an after mix. I probably won't pre-mix this one just because I'm a wussy and I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you think if let's say a flame got sucked in, it wouldn't be a flame, it'd be a spark. If a flame got sucked in here, my gas is coming in, let's say right here, sorry, my gas is coming in right here, air would be coming in, and there's just this hole, mind you, you know. So worse is if a spark came in and ignited it here, yeah, it'd blow through there for sure, and there'd be a big volume. See, this is where I'm kind of nervous, is not that it's a big volume, but you know, I don't know, I'd have to measure it up to tell you exactly what the volume is, but you know, it could create a mild explosion in here. So I might just wait until I get this made out of, if I do it, you know, you never know, you know, it could croak off tomorrow, so this might not even get done. But pre-thought is maybe if I make all this out of aluminum later, it wouldn't do that. But you know, what do you guys think? Do you think that it would possibly make the explosion in here? Because I mean, the flame would go in here, but it'd be shoving it out real fast. But see, that's where I'm teetering. It'd be shoving it out real fast, but the flame and the explosion is going to be so much faster than this air flowing through. And with the constriction here and the constriction here, I don't know, I don't think it'd really blow up, but you know, it'd be like, you know, if I took that piece of pipe, I used to do it out on a pipeline just for fun. You blow some gas into a big, you know, 16 inch, 10 inch, whatever, and then you could spark it. I would say, you know, it'd say, well, boom. So that's why I'm a little nervous on doing it on this. You know, but I don't know. Kind of my theory, my thought. If I don't preheat the air, there'll be no such thing as any kind of scaredness on any kind of spark getting in there, if this being aluminum. And I'll just have to watch the flame. You know, I've been watching, you know, you take like that Steve one, I think I told you guys what it was. You know, you watch the top of his, and yes, flame comes out, but you know, I'll just be running my pipe, like here's the flame, I'll just be running my pipe up to it and then put like a little something around, so it'll just be sucking, you know, the flame will still go up. So hopefully any spark, and I don't really notice any sparks coming out of anybody. My last one was coal or charcoal or whatever, so sparks came out of it all the time. So it wouldn't have worked there. And been watching everybody else's, and there's no smoke. All it is smoke and flame. So that's Steve. What do you think? Yeah, you think? What do you think? Anyway, doesn't really matter. I guess I'm done for the day, or the week actually. I don't think I can do anything else. I said I didn't make it to town, so I didn't get the piece of pipe. So I can't do that. I can't weld this on because it'd be easier to fiddle with this off than on. But, oh, just so you can see the back side. I never, oh, video. There's what that looks like. So, you know, it sets on there like that, you know, and then of course the door, little door deal. But oh, maybe I might have to trim. What did I do there? Oh, I might have pulled it over a little bit. That won't affect it much. But I don't know. You can tell me what you think. Do you think I should change it up? Think this will work? Think it won't work? Yeah. I might have to change this. Might have to make it a little longer so I can put something there to help hold it. So I might have made it too loose. But then again, you know, it's gonna be setting up here like this. You know, so I mean, I don't know if it could. I'm thinking vibrations, but it shouldn't vibrate too much if it does. Maybe I'll just wait to see how it runs as I run it. That'd be pretty handy, huh? You'll say, oh, there's my whatever, or my whatever, or my whatever. There's wide open. But definitely got to do something here, though. Anyway, I'm gonna cut a couple more of these things, lay it out on this, and I'll upload this. You guys can see what you think. Hope everybody, I'm gonna put it up for Friday, so happy Friday. Or hope everybody has a great and awesome weekend. Hope everybody had a really good week, and love y'all, and I will catch you on the flip side. Thanks. Subscribe.